Good morning.
I don't know when you're seeing this.
Or seniors.
We are, that sun is like coming right there. But we
block that over there. There you go. Winter chicken dinner.
kind of. Okay. We are fixing to head out to the Ozark Homestead Expo.
Yeah.
And hopefully we get to make it because there is a hurricane. Well, not yet a hurricane, but they're predicting a hurricane to be hitting our area.
Close to, maybe. We don't really know.
Monday. It hadn't been really determined, but the tracks are looking that way. So we're just going to pray against that.
Yes.
And rebuke that. And so we're going to head out to Missouri. Mooresville, Missouri is where we're going.
Yeah, we're going to go try and
And
pick up
we're-
some more knowledge.
Yes. Information.
Hopefully some awesome ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And meet some really awesome people. Make some friends.
Yes.
Friends is probably the most important thing that I think we could use.
In this, this lifestyle, you need,
Yes,
you
you
have to
need
have
friends so you can get information on a constant
like-minded
basis.
people. Like-minded people. So you
Yeah.
can constantly be learning and helping each other and learning from each other. So
Yeah.
that is, even if they live in another state, you know,
Yeah.
that's a big plus. So we've been excited about this since the last homestead convention we went to, which we did not film. But this one we will, we plan on doing some little videos.
We'll film parts of it
filming
and
what
try
we
to put it all
can.
together and make y'all
And
a pretty good thing to see here.
show y'all kind of the stuff that we've seen, and hopefully we will be able to stay for the whole thing. If not, it'll be what it'll be.
That's
So
right.
we are fixing to hit the road. We got about 9.5 hour drive from where we are here in Lake Charles, Louisiana. So it won't be too bad.
We'll do another little video too here in on the trip too. You know, probably next time I'll be doing the driving. Maybe if it's her car, so you know what it is, what it is, and
Y'all never
we're gonna
rode with
work on this. We're gonna work on this. So,
We would like to stay in between the lane. You know what I'm saying? We got to stay in between the lanes.
yeah.
So, all right. Well, until we see y'all next time.
Yeah.
Bye. Well, we just finished day one of the Ozark Expo.
Had a
And
really good time too.
Had a good time. Well, we seen that truck over there.
Yeah.
It was very hot though, my goodness. But we did have a good time. Seen some interesting things.
Learned some good stuff. They
Yeah.
had some pretty cool stuff there. They had some sawmills up there.
Portable sawmills.
Was really cool looking.
You just hook onto the back of the truck, you bring it to your property, wherever you need it. That was pretty cool.
Had a guy working with iron, forging it.
Mm-hmm.
It was really impressive.
Yeah.
We got to sit and listen to him talk about homesteading for older couples and older people. I'm gonna say
Senior.
that. I don't want to be a senior yet.
It
Not
was
yet, but I am.
homesteading for seniors, which
Yes.
that was probably my best one because it's not what you think it sounds like, you know.
Yeah, there's
And-
not much difference. Just don't quit.
And
Continue.
Yeah, the whole thing was
Continue.
it
Keep
doesn't
going.
really matter what age you are.
That's right.
Some people have this dream. Their dream started 30 years ago, I believe they said.
Yeah, yeah.
And they've only been homesteading for 5 years, and he's 70 and she's 68. So the
Yes.
thing was, keep your dream. You can do it. It's just at what scale you want to do it. But they did give really good tips. To be able to do it, one, you have to be healthy. So you have to start right now being healthy.
Yeah.
You have to be in
yeah.
shape of some sort, and then decide, you know, the area that you want to homestead at, because that's a big.
Right.
You know, take a map, draw. You know, do you want to be in the cold? Do you want to be in the 4 seasons? Do you want to be in the desert where you're going to have a lot more issues and different struggles than you will just where there's a 4 season or when it's extreme cold? So you just got to decide. And they actually moved 3 different places.
They did.
Like all
and they weren't
over.
even owning. They were just leasing.
They rented, I
know.
think, 3 of them, and everywhere from Washington, Oregon, Utah, and then they wound up here in Missouri.
Right.
You know, and this is where they settled, in Missouri. So it was, and they have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
I'll have to get that in, because
We'll
off the
get
top
that
of my
for
head, I
you.
can't think about it. But that was probably my favorite, because it just went through the process. Because even though we're not seniors, you know, we're not that far from
Not yet.
we're not that far from being on closer to the senior part, and we are starting the homestead life pretty late in life. You know, even though we've talked about it for several years,
We have.
we're still starting pretty late in life. So I think that was my favorite today. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to be here tomorrow because
Yes, we have one more day, but yet tomorrow, here we go. Hurricane coming back in, and it's getting really
we
close.
have this thing called
Got us
Ida. That
worried
is
about Lake Charles.
now has been staged up to a category 4 hurricane,
Yes.
which 140 mile an hour wind. And last year today, the date today, August 27th, marks the year anniversary of Hurricane Laura, which hit Lake Charles at clocked winds category 5.
Yeah.
Clocked winds at a category 5. And so now we're facing Ida, which as of yet, praise God for this, it's not coming directly to Lake Charles, but we will be affected by it because it's so massive, it's so big. So we have to go home and, you know, get our house ready, prepare. We have our dogs there, or our youngest son, which is he's already moved out of the house and whatever, but anyway, he's staying there.
Yeah, he was watching
the
the
dogs.
Getting a little nervous.
He's getting nervous. He's calling me, Mama, did you see the new storm? Mama, did so
Yeah.
you know, okay, we're coming home tomorrow, so we just got to
Yeah.
go home and prepare for that. So we're gonna miss the second day of the conference, but you know, we got to see a different part of Missouri, some beautiful,
Yeah.
you know, because this is the Ozarks. And we also, you know, got information on land up here just to look into and to look at. Really good price land. Considering where we're coming from at the price of land in Louisiana compared to the acreage and what's actually on this land here in Missouri compared to what's on the land
It's
in
kinda crazy.
Louisiana.
You know, I mean, it's thousands of dollars of difference. You know what I'm saying? It's
Thousands of dollars difference.
Not,
And
it's not
it's I mean, you got to kind of, it's not even
It's not
apples.
hard.
It's not hard. It's not even apples to apples. You're not comparing apples to apples when you're looking at this part of the compared to Louisiana, what you get, which, you know, some people love it. They, you know, we don't have 4 seasons. We are surrounded by industrial plants, which your air quality is not good. Your soil's not going to be as healthy. You know, it's just, you have factors in Louisiana, but then you also have good factors because you've got hunting and fishing and, you know, good things. Very, very mild winters in Louisiana. And then here in Missouri, you have 4 seasons. You have plush land. You're not surrounded by industrials. The air quality is better. The environmental issues are better here. So, you know, it's what you're looking for, where you want to be, things like that. So we just got information on it to look at it and to see.
right. You know, it's just information. That's all we were looking at. It doesn't matter where we go. We're always going to look at that because we have to look at everything.
Yeah.
You know, the way our lives are, the way mine is, and with the stroke and CIDP, I'm just going to drop back on a little bit of my testimony a little bit.
Right.
All this stuff that has fallen on me and stopped me from being the breadwinner, I guess. But it hasn't stopped me. You know, I'm still going to do what I can. I would be foolish to just sit.
To just stop, right?
You know, just to stop and sit. I don't want my life over yet, you know.
Mm-mm.
So I'm going to continue on with whatever. And whatever God puts in front of me,
Yeah.
I'm going to look at it. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to make the choices that He gives. And I'll follow, hopefully, in His footsteps. Not what I truly think, not what somebody else thinks. I will go with what I think God is telling me.
And what he's feeling, yeah. And a little backstory on John, which we have not done that. In 2018, January 1st, he had his first stroke. and he pretty much it was a pretty significant stroke, but
Yes.
he regained all of his functions back. It wasn't definitely not what it could have been. Then in around February, March, he took cautionary flu vaccine because of his health. Then he was diagnosed with CIDP, which is the chronic form of Guillain-Barré. So that basically what that does
It's a tough thing.
it eats the myelin off the insulation off of your nerves. It's a chronic
Yes.
nerve disease, a chronic
That's
progressing
why my hand does all this.
nerve disease. Okay. Then, in between hospital visits, because that whole time in April we were in and out of the hospitals. In between a hospital visit, within a 2-week period, he had a second stroke. So he's had 2 strokes, was diagnosed with CIDP.
Yes.
He is disabled because he was a welder.
I'm a welder by trade.
By trade, so he worked with his hands. He was up on ladders. He has the balance isn't there. His motor skills isn't there. Depth perception.
Stability.
Heat is a number one key factor in his disease, because the heat will it will inflame all the nerves, and since his nerves
give you an idea what CIDP feels like. It's constant. Say if I'm fixing to go, I can't feel a lot of my body, and some of it has to do with the stroke. A very big portion on the left side.
Because the CIDP then woke up all of the stroke symptoms on the left side,
and,
once that came on.
So I can't feel other parts of my body as well. Not necessarily complete paralysis, but I can tell it's really super numb. I can't feel some places, on my hands.
Kind of like when you fall asleep on your hand and
my
then
whole
you wake
face,
up.
I can't feel that. Teeth, gums, tongue, throat,
Feet.
Feet.
Sitting
thighs,
down. Can't even feel his
So
butt
when the
his
heat
butt.
takes over, just to give you an idea, when the heat starts, it kind of feels like bugs are moving all over your face. This is not homesteading. This is just a testimony. And I'm sorry I just feel like you might need to know all this. So
It's not homesteading, but it is one reason why we
This is
started
what
this
we're
journey
doing
on
with it.
homesteading. Yeah.
And it gives me a thing, honestly, it gives me a thing that I can do with myself and not sit and do it with my wife and continue. If I'm going to sweat, let it be in my yard.
Yeah.
Let it be on something God has given us.
Right, and growing food that is healthy
if-
and not full of toxins.
If
and
I'm gonna
chemicals.
survive, I definitely want to survive in His world. Hallelujah. That's the world I wanted to survive in. I'm pretty sure y'all do too. And
so
we wouldn't
that-
even be thinking about doing all this God stuff if it wasn't for Him.
Right. If he would have never,
I mean,
if this would have never happened, we would have been going on our daily lives, working 14, 16 hours a day,
thank God.
never seeing anything because we were always working, never going anywhere, just living paycheck to paycheck, which we still live paycheck to paycheck, but we're able to do a lot because we're doing it at home, and we're growing our food, and we're starting to learn that, and chemicals and toxins are just a very big no-no. It's to everybody, but a very big no-no when you have
We never knew how big a no-no it was.
when you have a nerve disorder, because the chemicals and toxins just wreck your nervous system. So when you factor in all of that, and you factor in the heat index, Louisiana is horrible on heat. So is a lot of places, but it doesn't have the humidity that Louisiana has, and it's constant. Okay, where say Missouri, it is hot, because believe me, it's hot up here right now.
Oh, it's
But
really hot.
They have fall, they have spring.
We just had to go to the hotel room and
just
cool off.
being in the expo, but it's not a constant. In Louisiana, it's pretty constant where we live, and like I said, very, very, very mild winters. We have no fall, and we might have 2 weeks of spring, and then it's like bam, it just hits you.
Yes.
Summer hits you.
Yes,
But
yes.
anyway, so we're fixing to stop at, it's called Orscheln's Farm and Home, and
take a look.
See what's in here. It kind of looks like a an advanced tractor supply, maybe. I don't
Maybe
know.
so. We're gonna
Just kinda
find out
we're
here in
fixing
just
to
a
find
minute.
out and
We're
see
gonna
what they
step
got
in
inside. It's definitely
and, take a look.
bigger than Tractor Supply. It looks like they have some type of hunting stuff with some of the stuff on the walls.
Could be right up my alley.
Could be.
Don't.
So we're gonna hop in, take a look, and then we're gonna find us some lunch or dinner. I guess it'll be dinner.
It's dinner time pretty soon.
And go back to the hotel
Feed the
because
beast.
we will be heading back tomorrow back to Lake Charles.
Now,
So,
now, one. Here I go with my quick note thing.
quick note.
Y'all understand? This is not a down. This is not to bring y'all down. Don't take my don't take anything that's going on with my body and our and this. Nothing's holding us back.
No.
This has opened us up,
And hopefully
and
this
so
will, yeah.
we're totally happy. You know, there's happiness, even though I can't even express it.
Yeah, and hopefully this will
there's
encourage
nothing
some of y'all
holding us
if you're
back.
thinking, oh, I have a disability, oh, I'm too old.
Yeah.
You
Even
know,
with this, I
know,
can.
oh, I have no skills, I've never done it. Hopefully this is just an encouragement that yes, you can.
I can teach people.
Yes, you can.
I teach every day.
Yeah, he can still, he might not be physically able to do.
I got somebody else. I'll get somebody
but
to
he
do it for
can
me.
teach. And I'm telling y'all, YouTube videos
Yes.
has so much learning on things.
So many people want to
Find
come help.
homesteading
Just to
conventions around you. Like this really isn't around you, but we also are looking at land. So it's not just to come to a convention up 12 hours from us. It's also to look at the areas around us and see if that may be a potential one day. You know, because it might not. We went to one place a few weeks ago and we knew right then, nope, cross that off, that because we didn't want to be there. That's not the
That's
area,
right.
you know, that we are supposed to be in. And
No.
that was almost instant. Now this area is a little different because it's more what we're looking for, you know.
It truly is. The
So-
winters aren't bad.
They don't get super
And the
cold.
summers are nothing like we've ever known. Yes, this summer is terrible. We have no idea what's going on over the whole United States because the whole center of this place is on fire.
It's
So
just crazy.
we're just gonna
yeah.
have to look, but you still open your eyes and look.
Yeah.
You know.
So I don't know. We might make a trip up here later in the fall. See what the fall's like. And that's another tip. Don't just jump on something because you think, oh, this is where I want to be. You know, for a while we thought Tennessee was where we were supposed to be. It really, it's not. That's not where God wanted us, and it's not timing for us to be there. And when we first started looking, the economy in Tennessee, the cost of living was less than Louisiana. But people started moving and going. And then when it got ready for us to get serious, I actually went up there for a few months and worked and got a job. And we were looking at housing. But you know what? The housing market went straight up.
It went straight up.
Because
Everything fell off in front of us.
Yeah, everybody was moving that direction, which is wonderful and great, but not for us. And so things just didn't work out. And I came back to Louisiana and God, it was a settled and just that's not where we were supposed to be. You know, I was trying to rush that and get us there because of his health and just to be in the environment, because the environment was wonderful, the climate was perfect for what we are looking for, the mountain, because we love mountains, and I really love mountains more, I think.
I love them too. You know,
it is, and I've had a love for mountains since I was little, you know, and so it's just, you know, what it is. But Tennessee was not the place.
We know exactly what God has given us.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to have a mountain or just some kind of mountainous terrain or something. But if I'm close enough, I can go to it and then see it and then maybe get out and walk a little bit on it. I do have trouble with my left foot.
Yeah.
So, and remember, we just talked about depth perception and stability, walking and stuff. So, you know, all that's in mind with us.
So terrain is a big thing. So we can't live on like a really hilly,
Right.
up and down slope. So
As far as homesteading, we are trying to do everything in above ground beds. So there I get to use some of my craftsmanship to make these beds.
Right.
Some beds we just purchase and They're
And
very
some you
cheap,
make,
and we do the
you
best we
know.
can with it. But we have to have the dirt to put in them
Mhm.
because we don't have the property. You've already heard that on the
Yeah, that was
video.
the last video, but
And y'all are just so awesome to travel along with us, man. We are
yes, yeah.
so
And we like
lucky
to
to
just
know y'all.
to kind of just give you what we're seeing and everything, but don't ever take somebody else's testimony or
Yeah.
or opinion on a place, because you know that's just not their journey, and where they're
You
supposed
do
to be
have
led.
to take your own.
You have to go out and find your own,
And
if
I'm not telling you to leave. I'm telling you to follow God.
follow God where God wants you to be. You know,
You might not be a prepper. You might actually be somebody who needs to help a prepper.
right.
Just you read. And if that's me, hallelujah, I'm going to do it because that's what he said. He's saying go out and prosper and do what you can. It's you do what you can.
Do what you can. Do what you can, because the neighbor.
6 years ago, I could do anything.
Yeah.
Today, I am a little on the limited side, but
Right.
I'm not in my mind.
But you still have skills and still whatever, and
I
whatever
can get a big job started, but I'll find somebody to help me finish.
and whatever you can do or can't do, whatever you can't do, your community neighbor down the road might be able to do.
Right.
And so you just kind of, if
God might be using you just for the idea.
it could be they could help you out, you help them out, and that's the whole point of community and the whole point of getting with like-minded people too. And that's another tip. You have to find like-minded people, like-minded communities, because you all going to work together, because we can't do it all. None of us can do it all. We just can't. So we have to depend on each other, rely on each other. So that is our little thing for today. We're going to go on
Yes.
into the store, and we'll see y'all tomorrow. on the
Probably
road.
more than you bargained for, but
Yeah.
we love you.
That,
Thank you for
this just
listening.
kind of went on just a little bit, but
It just happened. I like it.
Yep, you got to hear John's testimony and why, another why.
And just think of the
on
strength
why.
that she has right now. I mean, Lord, I'm a lot to deal with.
Oh.
But
Okay.
it's amazing. It's
We're-
amazing.
We're going to end on that note. So we'll
Yeah.
see y'all tomorrow. Love you. And now, so we got home late last night, and our son moved all of the plants into the carport because we thought we were getting worse weather with the hurricane, and we actually are, which, it's a good thing because we have to take, these were old plants, so we're having to dump the dirt out, get the old root system out, and prepare this for our fall that will be going into our pot plants, because everything that we do, remember, is in either raised beds or in pots. So it wasn't a bad thing. This just gives us an opportunity to do that, and also to spray off our patio here. So this is the backyard. Y'all haven't seen the backyard yet. This is the barbecue area that my husband's building. Slowly but surely it will be finished. And he built that pit right back there from just collecting metal over the years, and so he built that. And then we have back here raised bed here, which all of these are going to be pulled up too, because honestly they just didn't do well. This was that dirt that we told you we bought, and they said it was ready to plant in, but being newbies, we didn't know. We still needed to add nutrients into that. So all of this is going to be pulled up, and we're going to add the nutrients and get our fall stuff in there. And then that was a ground up tree from the last hurricane. As you can see, look, the fence, this was damaged from the last hurricane we got, that we have not been able to start yet because of insurance and all that. But hopefully here in the next month we will be redoing that. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. So, oh, there's my husband wheeling a plant over. I think he's doctoring it. It's plugged up. So he's helping it get unplugged.
Got a little constipation on this pot right here.
So yeah, we forgot to drill holes in it.
It has holes.
Oh, it has holes? They're just not big
They're
enough?
just small.
Okay.
We bought it like this and it just didn't quite work.
Okay, so we're helping it out here. Just some drainage. We don't think it's draining like it should be, so while we have to move them, we might as well get this stuff done. And then this is part of our rain catch system here, and then we also have one right there in the backyard, and we have these 2 barrels here, which they will be put in the front yard to collect, one on each side of the house. So we will have our rainwater to water all of our garden and plants with, and we still got all of that we got to take care of today. But we did make it back from our trip, and we are taking advantage of this little windy weather we have.
First cool weather we've had.
Which is, you know, from the hurricane. We just haven't got any bad weather from it. But we're taking advantage of that and getting outside to do some work, because that heat and humidity will be back soon.
Soon enough.
Soon enough.
It's not going to hesitate. It will come right back.
Yes. So that is, you know, we left early from the Homestead Convention because of the hurricane, but thank God the hurricane didn't hit us like it was supposed to, and we do, you know, feel for those that it is hitting, because we have gone through a hurricane to that magnitude last year. So we are praying for those people, and you know, we are thinking about them. So we are just today, it's kind of just a video of our backyard, kind of showing you what we're doing, what we're getting ready for, the good, the bad, the ugly, the undone, the not started, the everything. This is it. You've seen the front, this is the back.
I think I'm going to get rid of this one because it might take too much effort for us to get it to come back.
Okay.
You know?
We've had Candy had problems with her patio blueberries too. They never did well. So, all right, we will. And right now, his poor boat, it is broke right now, and it's a catch-all, which we got to clear that out too. We just being real with you right now. And then we got another pit. As you can tell, my husband likes to grill outside. And then this is from, of course, last hurricane that hit us. We got to get that fixed as well. So I hope y'all have a lovely, lovely day or night whenever you're watching this video.
Yeah.
And we want to say God bless you from the right homestead.
Straight to you.
Next time. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye-bye.